like we're rolling. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Hey, oh, sorry, I haven't got the mic up yet. Here's the mic. Looks like we're rolling, is what I said. Well, sawadee chow. Sawadee chow. Looks like, let's see how the water's flowing. Welcome to the first water walk of the full-on rainy season. It's really wet now. All of a sudden. So actually I'll probably do some trail walking because if you've been watching these, I mean, it's basically Brendan and Su Ching and some other people apparently watch it, I think, though I'm never really sure. If you've seen those other ones, you'll have seen the ground was really dry, and now it's really wet. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we've been having rain. It's not super saturated yet. I'm still able to open my windows in my little guitar making studio when it gets down to around 60%. But mostly it's pretty humid. And what's going on? Okay. Of course, the rainy season comes on. More insects come out. And even coming up, lots of ant stuff going on. I noticed on the trail and at home too. I have to be a little bit careful to keep an eye on because I don't want ant colonies forming in the house, right? So I have to keep a bit of a vigilant eye. I mean, I know it's Mother Nature and all that, and of course I love Mother Nature, but I still don't want ant colonies in the house. Especially termite colonies. I have enough trouble keeping the house from dissolving into the forest as it is. Oh, and you can tell it's rainy season because I've got the red umbrella. Although right now I have to get a new one because this is a traditional one. But I need to get a new one because that one's starting to become more like a parasol. But I think it's probably still okay for a little while in terms of keeping the water off. But what's weird is, and I'm out this morning because it's not raining. And what's weird is that like last year, it probably rained twice on the water walk. And, the rain falls for a good 6 months. I mean, not full on heavy, but, it's, this year the rains are late. Like, the first rains is the end of May. That's crazy. Last year it was mid-April for sure, when we got at least some rain. Anyway, yeah, so I'm out this morning because it really feels like it's going to rain now, but I think I'm good for a bit. And quite often what happens is it rains in the afternoons and evenings here. It's not always the case, but that's often the case. And also today it's a Wednesday market day, so I'm hoping it's not raining when I have to do that because I have to go down the mountain on my little motorbike. And that's always a hair-raising thing. It's very steep. Anyone that's been here to visit will know that. And I need new tires, but I won't be able to get them till July probably. Anyway, yeah. So, I was going to say something. Yeah, so rainy season involves more strategizing, It's okay. It has its own beauty. Oh yeah, so the ants. Yeah, so I'm gonna insert the clip after this little bit of blabbing. So they've been noticing the ants they've been all along the trail, a whole bunch of different ant colonies running around, getting shit done, So there's these one ants are just using the blue pipe that comes from this spring actually, and others that goes down to some water tanks down there and by the road, and they're using it as their walkway because it's easy, right? It's it's really smooth, easy, about an inch wide, perfect. It's like an ant highway. Anyway, I'm going to insert that clip right now so you can see. So, cut! And then... So I think there's the ant nest is down in this soil here. I think. Yeah, I bet. They're all coming over there. But look, they're all walking along this water pipe. This water pipe takes, so I don't have my mic on. This water pipe goes towards the big holding tanks below and gathers water from the mountain and stuff. You can see, let's see if I can, it's hard to see, and maybe if I do a little bit of a zoom, you can see they're crawling along there. And they just fall, I've been watching them, I've been following them for maybe about, gee, I don't know, maybe even 10 meters, as much as that. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. But anyway, obviously they going along the blue pipe because it's easy walking compared to the wet, leafy ground. So, you know, they're not stupid. They know a good thing when they see it. So it's a little anti-highway. Ant highway. Yeah, there you go. Well, well, actually, yeah. I've been listening to some Rupert Sheldrake this morning. It's quite early. Anyway, I'll probably throw this in the middle of his talk. So anyway, okay. Oops, that's full. Yeah. What else can I say about the rainy season? It's, for me, I have to deal with the roof leaking and stuff. But it's looking pretty good. There's a few leaks in the kitchen, but those ones kind of heal themselves, right? Like after the dry cold season, there's some dripping here and there, but I think what happens is the rain comes down and all the leaf and debris and dirt and stuff packs into whatever little holes are still there, and yeah, and then they kind of fix themselves. Right? See, even the roofs have a consciousness in Thailand. Yeah, so it's good though. I'm happy that it's no major leaks. So touch wood. We'll see as the season goes on, because we're just at the beginning. The rains will get heavier and stuff. We had some pretty heavy rain, so a couple. And actually, not last night, but the night before was the first heavy rain we had that didn't knock the power out for like 24 hours. All the other ones did. I mean, there were like 2 or 3, and and some wind, and then that took power out. What happens is that branches and trees fall. And my theory is, I think it's a good theory. My theory is that what happens is all the, because the winter, cool season, hot season tends to be very still, right? Very, very little wind, of course, little rain. So all the branches that are gonna fall, if they just on the edge of falling, what happens is you get these heavy rains. It's like incredible weight of the water, I'm sure, right? Plus some wind, perhaps. Especially this time of year, there's usually some wind involved. Later on in the year, it tends not to be as windy, I find, but probably because the temperature is dropping down and it doesn't have the same convection and all that. Anyway, yeah, so all the branches are falling, and like during the, like, for a while at first, it's just like the heavy rain comes and all you hear is crack, crash, crash, all around. And just like this the whole time in the house. And yeah, so you got to be careful when you're walking in the forest too, especially, I don't really walk in the rain. I have here and there, but try not to, right? Because, well, it's super muddy and slippery and not as much fun as it sounds. And also, branches fall. Yeah. Anyway, so critters, ants, and other insects are out. Definitely. I saw a few lizards coming up well, actually, I just see them like as these blurs, right? They just go pew into the bush. So, just saying, I saw a few lizards. That's a bit of a stretch, you know. And of course, the birds are singing away, which is nice. Woke up really early today. Like right now, it's earlier than I usually go. But yeah, birds woke me up. But that's a nice way to wake up, right? It's really beautiful. These blackbirds just, my God, they had a beautiful and varied call, I think. I think it's the same bird, but not really a birder, you know? Anyway, so what else? What else is going on? What else is going on? Almost full. So I'll haul my ass back down the mountain. Well, it's not down the mountain, it's a little ways down. And yeah, I don't know what else to say actually. I guess I'll leave it for now. And then I'll hook in when I'm on the trail. So you can see some of the wet stuff. Okay, yeah. Oh, I wanted to, before we get onto the trail, well, I'm on the trail, but before I start videoing the trail, I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention one really big reason that other than my not wanting to get water when I'm in the rain has more than to do with me just not wanting to get my fanny wet. You know, it has to do, and this is you might call it a little theory of mine, but I think it's a pretty solid theory. It's because of the nature of the spring, it's coming out of the ground, and then I could go to where the spring is, and people a long time ago made it like a little concrete pool where it pools and then drains out, and then there's like a outlet that goes into this blue pipe, right? And I actually fill my water bottles from about 8 feet of that pipe. A, it's easier. B, it doesn't disturb the pool itself, which is, although it's concrete, it's lined in dirt and stuff, and you know, debris. Anyway, so it doesn't disturb it. But the main thing I think is that I don't want to pull water from water that's had a lot of like ground level flow into that little pool, right? Because then you're dragging stuff off the surface. And this is where up in the mountains it's clean, but that doesn't matter. There's other, you know what bacteria and stuff. So it's just a bit of a precaution, right? And I think a good one. So far, so good, right? So it makes sense to me, and that's what I do. I won't get it in the pouring rain, but that would be a bloody miserable trip. Not to mention a little risky, because it's very steep in parts. I mean, there's a trail and it's flat, but it's maybe some of it's only about a foot wide, right? You wouldn't want to be slipping down there with 20 kilos of water on your back, I can tell you. Okay, switcher. Yeah, okay, here we go. A little bit of the forest, the wet, damp forest. One thing that's noticeable, for sure, is the quietness, right? So I can walk on these leaves and not make a lot of sound. And I love to walk and practice silent walking. It's kind of a nice meditation, but it's also, if you're a hunter and stuff, very handy. a little bit careful on the trail because there's these nuts. There's this tree with a lot of nuts that come down. I don't know if they're edible or not. Should ask Pizza Tom, I guess. But they're like little ball bearings all over the trail. So, gotta be a little bit watchful. Oops. Ugh, a little bit dizzy today. When I was looking at those ants on the pipe, I stood up really fast and I was just like, whoa! Stood up too fast. And this is, you can see the pipe here. It goes all the way down. Oh, there they are. Those are those ants again. The same bunch I showed you before. This is like, oh, they're all, no, there's some going in both directions. But they're mostly going down the hill. There's a few going back. Let's see where they're going. Let's see where they're going. Still here. Still here. Oh, there's more going the other direction here. Oh, and then they're crawling down this branch here. See that? Oh yeah, they're all down there. Where are we now? Shoot. Well, I was gonna say there's a fig tree, or a tree with figs on it up there, but I don't think these guys are after that. Yeah, and so there's ants here. Oh, I'm stepping on them. Jesus, sorry guys. Yeah. Oh, and there's some down here too. Yep. Let's see where else. Yep, still on there. Oh, it's more than 10 meters, that's for sure. See, but here, you know, the pipe isn't as exposed, so maybe they're not using it as much. Yeah, because the pipe down there, they're not on it. Yeah, but there's... I try, you know, when I'm walking on, they're all over the forest floor, you know. So I try and, yeah, of course, not to step on them. Ants are an important part of the ecosystem, I would say, wouldn't you? Anyway, maybe what I'll do is I'll cut out and come back in when I'm near the end of this trail part. Let's just have a look. Cloudy, a little misty, but not really. It's just kind of the air is thick, I'd say. There's this incredible tree. There's a tree around it. And there's that trunk in the middle is kind of dead, but there's lots of probably animals living in there, a couple of nests up there. Yeah, awesomeness. Okay, yeah. We're back to where the trail opens up a little. I love this part of the trail. The sun comes in. Here's the real narrow, steep part I was telling you about. That's fine, right? But, you know, boom. Ugh. I don't know, you might tumble 20 meters maybe. Come to some stop. Ass over tea kettle. Is that how that saying goes? Anyway, switch it. Yeah, okay, so that's the water walk for today, I guess. Don't know. Oh, look, see my pack. Beautiful, eh? This pack is not Thai. It's a black ash canoe pack basket for canoe tripping, old style. Don't see it much, but they're the best, I think. I made my own rigging, like my own straps and stuff, so strong, comfortable, light, breathable. It's awesome. Okay, yeah. Don't know what to say. Don't know. I'm a little bit weary, I guess. Anyway, I don't want to talk about myself. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Hope everyone's doing fine and great, and I guess if it's not obvious, I think it's good to get out in the forest and walk in nature. Let's walk in nature so much that the word nature no longer has a meaning. How does that sound like a plan? Like it used to be in the olden days. The long ago days. Yes. Anyway, okay, let's just put this here and ciao, and hope everyone's doing great. Have a great day or week or whatever.